Hello, welcome to Nina's Knots Crochet. I'm Lynanne. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by and checking out my channel. My channel, it's all about crochet. Sometimes it's about yarn, but mostly it's about my life and the things that are happening in this fantastic yarning community. Returning subscribers, thanks so much for coming back, spending a little bit of your Wednesday with me for Vlogmas Day 11. Today I have some of my Black Friday yarn that has come in from Needles at the Ready. I'm excited to show you that. I have my advent calendar, which is Southern Skeins and Cornbread and Honey, and I have a finished object. Can you guess what I finished? And I've started my Christmas shawl. And so we'll talk about all of that. Let's start with my finished object, which is Albert. He's done. Somebody suggested giving him yellow eyes. So guess what? I gave him yellow eyes. Now he really fits the whole scheme of Judy's Creations and Crochet with all the bird colors. We have the greens, we have the blues, we have some yellow, we have some red, we have some purple. He fits the bill. And I think my grandson Carter is going to love him. He's squishy and he's soft. The pattern is a paid for pattern on Etsy by Herr Wolle. It's all one word. If I can find a link to it, every time I try to link it, it doesn't link correctly. But I'll see if I can't find it. I think that's on Ravelry too. Maybe the Ravelry link will work better. I'll try to find it. But this is a super, super easy, low sew, easy to do pattern. You only sew on the arms. Everything else is, you know, you start with one leg, you chain, you do the other leg, and then you just build the body out. You have some increases and decreases to give him his fat little tummy, and you just sew up the top to give him his ears. Super easy, super cute. This is the second one I've done. This time I held 2 fingering weights together to get this marled striped look. You can use your imagination. I can imagine him in velvet yarn, or you just need the stitch count, and you can make them as big or as small as you want. And he's cuddly and he's cute, and I'm really pleased with the way he turned out for my grandson Carter. I think he fits the bill. So Albert is done and cute and adorable, and I even embroidered eyebrows and a little mouth. I'm getting better at that part too. That's hard. Not gonna do an embroidered eye. I'll just stick with the safety eyes for now. But I think he looks cute, don't you? Oh, and I did a safety nose too in his little muzzle. So Albert, done. So I'm feeling really good about my pace for the things that I want to get done for the month of December. I started yesterday my Christmas shawl, and if you remember when I went to Crochet, that's the local yarn shop here in South Daytona, I picked up 2 colors, and of course the red's way over there, the green's way over there. Hold on, I'm going on a field trip. I picked up these 10 packs of this beautiful bamboo 139 from Crochet, and it says it's a sport weight 2 fine. I think it's smaller than that, but who am I to question them? This is a 70% bamboo, 30% cotton, and I got it in the green and the red, and it's very, very Christmassy red, a very, very Christmassy green, and that's what I was going for. I wanted something that I can make, you know, very Christmassy. I am going to be adding in sporadically some of this beautiful cotton thread that has little pearls on it, but the border will have this running through all of it. So my problem is it's too heavy for my wool genie, and this opening is too small for my spindle, and it doesn't want to spin it's really hard to get off of here. So I'm thinking I might have to cake some of this up on my winder, and I don't know how I'm going to do this because it's very inconvenient it weighs, I don't think it's necessarily the cotton thread that weighs so much, it's the cardboard cone that it's on. It weighs a ton. So it doesn't spin really well. So I'm trying to figure out a way that I can use this a little more conveniently. My original plan was to hold it together throughout the whole thing. It wasn't working. So now I'm just going to use it. I'm going to cake some of it off. I'm going to use it every once in a while when I change colors. Let me show you the shawl. I'm making the Meadowood Shawl that is by Juan the Yarn Addict. I have been dying to do one of his patterns. And when I saw this one, that it was a super easy 2-row repeat, but it's got such beautiful texture. I knew that that's the one I wanted to do. So, and now of course I have a mess here. I'm alternating every repeat between the red and the green. You guys go check out this pattern. It is so beautiful. I'm losing my hook. But you can see this is a row of X stitches, and this is a cluster of 4. And oh, sorry, my hair's on my face. It just makes this beautiful pattern and this beautiful texture. And I think it's going to be perfect for what I'm looking for. Just something to add a little festive touch to Christmas morning, to add a little bit of Christmas flair as you would. And then I'm going to add this in. So like I do a 2-row of the green, 2 rows of the red. That's how I'm going to do this. So like every 4th repeat of the red, I'll throw in this with the red, and every 4th or 5th repeat, I don't want them back to back. So every 5th repeat of the green, I'll add in this so that the pearls are staggered through the body, and then I'll have them on the border. I'll put the pearl all the way through. So that's the plan for this. I literally worked on this for like half an hour yesterday. Once you get the row repeat, it's really a fast working shawl, and it's so pretty. It's just got the nicest texture. The way the man's brain works, I couldn't have figured this out, but I'm so far, I'm loving this. So thank you, Juan, for a beautiful project. I can't wait to see this finished. I think it's going to be exactly what I'm looking for. So that is my Christmas shawl. So I got my washcloth done. The new one comes out today, so I'll work on that on Sunday. I got the Judy's Creations and Crochet done. What else have I got going on? Well, I'm working on that Tunisian shawl, but that isn't a priority right now. Trying to remember. I mean, I have so many things in project bags right now that I need to start making a list. Yeah, I don't even know. At this point, I'm going to work on this. Oh, and my hooker versus hooker. That's the other one I've been working on. That's my nighttime project, and I'm almost through part 1. It's 2 parts. I have just like 40 rows to go on part 1, and then I start part 2. It's turning out just how I wanted it to. So I'm excited to see that. But that, luckily, I don't have to have done until the end of December. I have that until New Year's Eve. So that's become my sit in front of the TV, mindless thinking crochet, and it's turning out gorgeous. So you guys ready to see what my advent looks like today? I really am. Okay, so this is day 11. So we're going to start with Southern Skeins, which is, oh, by the way, did I tell you I'm using a, what size hook am I using with this one? I am using a 5.5 millimeter hook with this because I wanted this to be more drapey. And even Juan said, you know, go up a little bit when you're working on it so you get that drapey effect. So that is why I went up to a 5.5 on that, even though this is really thin yarn. It says it's sport weight, but I think it's a little thinner than that. So that's, I'm working on a 5.5 for that. Okay, now back to Southern Skeins. Squirreling all over the place. So Southern Skeins, their advent is based on Elf, the movie, Buddy the Elf. We are on day 11, which is Elf's Bright Day. Let's see what an Elf's Bright Day looks like. Ooh. It's very minty. Very, yeah, like mint green. So pretty. With that cream color or that off-white, winter white, that's what that is. So that is day 11 from Southern Skeins. Gosh, their yarn is soft. I'm really excited to see where this is going. This has been a lot of fun. Very holiday-ish. Very much staying with the holiday theme. My other one is from Cornbread and Honey. And anything I've mentioned, any podcasters' patterns, I'll try to list in my description box below. But Cornbread and Honey and Southern Skeins are specifically listed in my description box below. So this is day 11 of Cornbread and Honey. And again, that is sweater weather based on, I'm pretty sure that this is where she got her inspiration from. Because these colors are sticking with that. So, and as I look over here on my table next to me, I guess I forgot to hang up yesterday's. Look at this. So here's yesterday's. Yesterday's from Southern Skeins was called Gimbal's Glory, and this is Elf's Bright Day. I think that's, by themselves, this very much is very springy to me. But you add it into this, and it's very holiday. I'm digging this a lot. Oh, this is fun. Okay, back to Cornbread and Honey, and don't forget they have a website and a brick and mortar store in Ohio. So, this is beautiful. Look at that, almost milk chocolate. I really like that a lot. So nice. We're looking at a 20-gram mini 75 superwash merino, 25% nylon. So pretty, so soft and beautiful. Love the color. Now this is yesterday's color. This is today's. I'm loving the juxtaposition of these. This bright, fun, holiday-ish, this very neutral, very calming color palette. I love the stark difference between these two is amazing to me, and I love this. This is gorgeous, but this is so much fun. These are fingering weight. These are DK weight. Yeah, this on Southern Skeins, they do offer a pattern at the end. You know, there's this QR code here, and I'm covering it up so because you shouldn't have it unless you paid for it. There's a QR code for a pattern. Come January 1st, we're gonna have a discussion about knitting. I don't think it's in my future anymore. I think I'm going to stick to crochet and Tunisian, but anyway, we're going to talk about it. Anyway, Southern Skeins is very knitting forward, but I can find something to do with these in either Tunisian or in crochet. This, I already know what I'm doing with this. I already know which one I'm going to do. The cornbread and honey, it does come with a full skein on day 25. So it's 24 minis and a full skein, whereas Southern Skein is just the 25 minis, which is fine. I'm good with that. I'm loving what I got. I'm loving it's all good. So anyway, let's talk about purchase number one. And I only did 2 purchases this year from Black Friday sales. You know, when you're traveling and you don't have time to sit down and do all the stuff that you do, I didn't get a whole lot, but I knew ahead of time that I wanted something from Needles at the Ready, and I wanted something from Arcane Fiberworks. Arcane Fiberworks should be delivered today. That's what they're saying. That doesn't always mean that's the truth. But I did get my Needles at the Ready. And if you don't know Needles at the Ready is a podcast. They podcast every 2 weeks. It's Kevin and Ray. They are prolific knitters, but they also do crochet. Kevin's doing, he did a crochet shawl. No, Ray did the crochet shawl. Kevin is doing a crochet blanket right now. And Kevin is a dyer. He dyes yarn, and they have their own website. I'll link it in the description box below. I love his colors. And when I saw that they were having their annual Black Friday sale, I said, okay, I'm joining in. I need some of that. And I bought what they call their single brews, or I think that's what they call it, a single brew. And it's colors that aren't replicable, or they didn't do a whole lot of them. So they're kind of limited edition versions of their yarn, which I kind of like. But if you don't get enough to start, you know, you can't get more, but that's okay. I got enough to do a shawl. I figured that was, or a shawl or a cowl is something that I wanted to do. So, and I picked out something that is a little bit beyond the norm for me. So I got 4 skeins. Yeah, and these are, if we calls them, their single brew. And I got DK weight. And this first one I got is called Snowy Forest. Look at that with the brown. I guess this really is, I guess I am sticking with the earth tones is where I tend to reside. I'm looking around and I'm like, I don't see a whole lot of bright colors. A lot of earth tones, a lot of greens, a lot of blues, browns. I mean, this is about as wild as I get. So this is Snowy Forest. This is a 4-ply DK superwash merino, 25% nylon, 245 yards per hank. It's not gorgeous. And then to go with it, I got this, and this is another single brew, and these are oak moss, and there's 232 yards in this. Is that not a beautiful green? And look at these together. I just think these are going to be beautiful together in some kind of something. Blanket shawl, something beautiful and amazing. And the yarn is so soft and it smells good. And oh, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? There's not a thing I don't like about this. And Kevin, who does the dyeing, his colors are so, I am really envious. Let me tell you, I am really envious of people who have that eye for colors, where they can see how the colors go together and the right mixture of them. Yarn dyeing is an absolute art, and you know, I like to think I could dabble in it and play with the Kool-Aid and stuff, but to do something like this, it would take a lot of education and knowing what you're doing. And I'm in awe of their talent, and I think they're amazing. And like Tyler at Arcane Fireworks, the colors just amaze me. Another one who does that to me every time I watch his channel is Gary at Urban Yarn. The way he puts colors together. The shawl he showed not too long ago that was gray and coral and purple. I never would have thought of putting purple with gray and coral, but did that work? Oh my God. Anyway, squirrel. So yeah, that is my Black Friday. That is my Advent. Please do not forget tonight, here on my channel is another baggy unboxing. I don't know how many we've got this week. I have not talked to Nancy or Juan. It's been one of those weeks. But I'm sure Nancy has quite a few, because she was, you know, working, you know, helping out her dad last week. So I'm sure she has quite a few. I'm pretty sure Juan's got some. So we will have some blankets and some inspiration for you. So don't forget, 8 o'clock right here on my channel. So that's December 11th, 2024, 8 p.m. Eastern time. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the description box below. I'll get back to you as fast as I can. And with that, I'm going to let you get back to your Wednesday. Remember, it's okay. Everything's all right. Give yourself a little bit of grace. Be kind to yourself, but above all, be kind to everyone out there, because you never know what they're going through. And we'll see you later on tonight. Bye.